Caitlin Clark grateful for WNBA All Star Game fan voting support. The WNBA revealed on Friday that Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark leads the league in the first returns of WNBA All Star Game fan voting. Fever teammates Aaliyah Boston, no. 3. Kelsey Mitchell, no. 7. And Lexi Hull, no. 9. Joined Clark inside the top 10 of the initial fan voting returns. While Clark was clear it's not she and the Fever's end goal, Indiana's star guard shared her appreciation for the fan voting that she and her teammates have already received. I mean, it is what it is, you know. People get so hyped up over that, but, you know, that's not why you play the game. I think it's a fun way to get the fans involved and really passionate about All-Star. It gets them excited, makes them feel involved. It's a fun aspect to have, but you know, for us as players, that's not the reason you play, and it's really only 50% of the vote. But it is cool. It's also cool for me to see how much love my teammates also get. I think we have 4 in the top 10, so, you know, whether who ends up being an all-star or not, it's still cool to see the type of love that you get from the fans, Clark said. The voting numbers makeup is as follows. Fans account for 50%, while all current players and a media panel will account for 25% each. Through her 7 games played this season, Clark averages 19.9 points, 8.7 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game on 41.7% shooting from the field, 35.5% from three-point territory, and 79.4% from the free throw line. It looks like the WNBA could be pacing for record fan voting numbers, which Clark is excited to see. It seems like it's certainly going to set some sort of record for the amount of votes cast compared to last year, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like we're on track for that, which just shows how much engagement we're driving across the league for all different sorts of players and teams. And, you know, that's exactly what the league needs, is people are excited about that type of stuff and wanting to be involved, feeling like their vote really counts, and feeling like they can make an impact on all-star games. So it's really exciting to see, and hopefully as we continue to grow here year after year after year, Clark said. Per the WNBA's website, the fan voting window will close on Saturday, June 28 at 10:59 p.m. CT. The early morning light seeped through the blinds of Caitlin Clark's apartment, casting soft gold across the hardwood floor. Her phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, a rhythmic hum she'd grown used to over the last few months. Since stepping into the WNBA spotlight, the messages rarely stopped. But this buzz felt different, persistent, like something was happening. She padded across the room in her socks, swept her phone off the counter, and squinted at the screen. You're in? WNBA All Star. Fan vote leader. It was from her agent, followed by a string of basketball and star emojis. Caitlin froze. Her thumb hovered over the screen, then tapped to open the league's official announcement. There it was, bold and bright. Caitlin Clark voted into 2025 WNBA All Star Game by fans nationwide, her breath caught in her chest. She had dreamed of moments like this as a kid, back in Iowa, on cold mornings with a ball in her hand, and no one watching but the echo of her own dribble. She dreamed of stepping onto courts with the best, playing under the brightest lights, but dreams were different from reality. Even after breaking records in college, even after going pro, there was still doubt. Could she make it at the highest level? Could she belong? Apparently, the fans thought so. Later that afternoon, Caitlin sat at the practice facility, lacing up her sneakers. Teammates passed by, slapping her on the shoulder or flashing grins. You made it, rookie, one called. Fan favorite, huh? Another joked, tossing her a towel. Caitlin laughed, but her eyes stung with emotion. She thought about every person who had voted. Not just the fans who followed her from Iowa, but new ones who had seen something in her game. The ones who stayed up late to watch her play, who wore her jersey, who taught their daughters to shoot like Caitlin. It wasn't just a popularity contest. It was validation. That she belonged in the league. That she wasn't just a moment. She was building a legacy. After practice, the media requests poured in. She sat in front of a backdrop, Microphones angled toward her, cameras clicking. A reporter asked, "What does it mean to be voted into your first WNBA All Star Game and to lead fan voting your rookie season?" Caitlin took a deep breath. "It means everything," she said. "Honestly, I'm humbled. There are so many incredible players in this league who deserve the spotlight, veterans who've carried women's basketball for years. For the fans to vote for me like this, it's not something I take lightly." She paused, her voice softening.